Hello from Glenwood Lutheran Church. My name is Pastor Mark Manning, and I contacted you. You'll notice that the format of this is a little bit different. I'm using my phone rather than my iPad, but I want to thank you for joining me together in this blog today. This coming Sunday, from the Gospel of John, we will hear about Jesus, who it says is in the temple during the Feast of the Dedication, which is held in the wintertime. I want to talk about this Feast of Dedication just a little bit. It's not, in Protestant circles, the thing that we hear about sometimes, which is called the dedication of a child. It's a dedication of a child to God or whatever. It is not that sort of festival. The Feast of the Dedication is also known as the Festival of Lights. It is an 8-day winter festival, usually falling during December, sometimes beginning in late November. And it's also known as Hanukkah. Now, there's something that we need to be very, very clear about. Hanukkah is not, as some people might think, the Jewish version of Christmas. And our Christmas season is not a Christian version of Hanukkah. They're two completely different things that both happen to fall during the month of December. The Feast of Dedication, or Hanukkah, celebrates the rededication of the Second Temple. What happened is in the centuries before Jesus, many powers were in control of Israel, and when the Seleucids that were Greek people from the east came and took over, the Seleucids came. They wanted to make also the Jews to have Greek culture, Greek worship, all of this sort of stuff. They took over and they imposed also their Greek beliefs and Greek religious practices in the temple. And this was strictly pagan to the Jews. And they hated it. A revolt occurred. And in the revolt, there was a time when there was only oil enough for one day. And I brought my Hanukkah, my menorah here, only enough oil for one day. And miraculously, the oil lasted for 8 days. And so here you see 7, so you light a candle, and then there'll be a candle lit for each of the days of Hanukkah. That's why it's one of the reasons why it's called the Festival of Lights. Well, the Seleucids were driven out, and the temple was rededicated to God's worship there, and in so doing, the true worship then, according to the Old Testament, was reinstituted there in the temple. And so Jesus has gathered, like good Jews, to the temple during this very, very important feast time in the winter time, to be a part of this gathering and be a part of this worship. Jesus is, in John, a good practicing Jew in this sense. Well, I thank you as we gather. Do join us this weekend as we learn more about what is happening in the temple and why Jesus there.